Well, train service is back on schedule just in time for one of the busiest travel periods of the year, Memorial Day weekend. AAA expects fewer people will be traveling by air, down by about 8%. The majority of travelers, about 89%, will be hitting the road, and that's about the same amount of drivers last year. So joining us this morning is Charisse Jones, travel reporter for USA Today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So it's the unofficial start of summer.
That's it.
Right? Everybody wants to get out, go do something fun and exciting, but they won't be flying as much, right?
Not as much. I mean, more people are going to hit the road, and that's kind of the usual thing. Most folks prefer to drive, and so you're going to have more than 31 million Americans that hit the road, that take off, and they're going to probably go at least 50 miles from home.
Okay.
Some are going to stick a little bit closer because the gas prices have been kind of up the last few days. But the airlines are saying that over the summer, they're expecting record numbers to actually fly. More than 209 million people, which is the highest number in 5 years. You can't drive everywhere. You can't drive to Paris. If you're in New York, you can't drive to San Francisco.
That's true.
So you have to fly. And so a lot of folks are going to wind up on, in the skies, for the summer. But there are a lot of people, tens of millions, that are going to drive their own cars or rent a car.
Parking lot on the highways then?
Absolutely. You've got to be ready for the long lines and the big crowds. And I always say, make sure if you can leave on Thursday night instead of Friday morning, that might be a little bit smarter.
Yep.
Make sure you get to the airport 2 to 3 hours in advance just to be safe in case that security line is really long, and then you'll be good and you won't miss the flight.
So you mentioned the gas prices. Is that having an effect on just how far people travel? Are you seeing that in the numbers at all?
I mean, most folks are not really being deterred by the gas prices because they're kind of off the February peak. And some analysts are saying that they believe prices are going to start to drop at the gas pump after Memorial Day. Maybe as much as 40 cents by the 4th of July, which is significant.
Memorial Day weekend is huge for the travel industry. Just how important is this weekend?
The summer season is really critical for airlines. I mean, airlines make the thinnest of profits even in the best of years. And so when the seasons come, when the holidays are here or it's summertime, that's really when they need people to fill those planes. And that's one of the reasons why fares are not really going up that much. They're about the same as last year because people need to fill those planes. I mean, if they don't, they're flying these empty seats and they lose money.
Charisse Jones, travel reporter for USA Today. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.